Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We are looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle, this middle section, looking at what is the deeper purpose of the connection and what is the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. As I do in all of my readings, I have pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second, but I still have a different tarot deck I'll be using to pull for each side of this connection, and then the advice deck I'll be using to pull from to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, the whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that's totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is to take what helps, leave what doesn't. All right, Sagittarius, on your side of this connection, you have it still hurts with the Hangman in reverse. So I feel like no matter how hard you try, when it comes to this person, it feels as if you're having a hard time, like, I don't want to necessarily say moving on but letting go of the pain that was caused. Like, and I feel like it feels as if they couldn't care less, but I feel like we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I feel like this Hangman in reverse is this energy of kind of maybe holding out for an apology or an explanation, or, looking for the alleviation of a pretty deep wound that I feel like this person caused here. But I feel like there's more to this than you think. I'm going to actually jump ahead. The overall theme of the reading is religious factors, and it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like what this is saying is that this connection has a pretty direct, a direct impact on your spiritual path. So there's a deeper kind of spiritual reason that this is happening the way that it is, and I feel like kind of diving into that and understanding that will help you when it comes to working through all of this. Now, this person, they have ignoring the pain with the Knight of Swords. So this is the energy of this person just trying to avoid this situation altogether, trying to avoid the pain, the way that this connection makes them feel, which might kind of mean that it looks like they're avoiding you. And what I feel like that really stems from is, when people run from us, when they run from kind of facing the reality of their life, they're running from themselves, right? They don't want to face them. They don't want to face parts of them that they're maybe not fully aware of. And so this person's running behavior they got going on here, I feel like it doesn't really have much to do with you and more to do with what's kind of going on within them. But I feel like this connection kind of it's this energy of like around and around we go, like here we go again, or you and this person maybe always kind of end up in the same place, because in between this connection you have it's never over with the devil. So again, this is like this around and around and around kind of energy. Now this devil energy can be the indication of an attachment that has been created to maybe the potential of this person or the potential of the connection. And I feel as if, when we see potential in somebody and we see what something could be, and it doesn't get to that point, like we never actually get to realize the potential that we saw, we're going to start, because the first way we view any situation is through the lens of our insecurity. So we're going to start to look within us and go, well, why wasn't I good enough? Or what did I do wrong? Or, why am I not deserving of love or the love that I was looking for in this person? When in reality, again, I feel as if a lot of this person's behavior didn't have anything to do with you. Now, on the flip side, I feel as if there's kind of a deeper, there's something deeper going on here that's being pulled to the surface through this connection with this kind of like religious factor, spiritual path card. So let's start, Sagittarius, with looking at your side of this connection. You have it still hurts with the Hangman in reverse. So Sagittarius' side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. It's just interesting that you have it still hurts and this person is ignoring the pain. This has obviously been very painful for both parties here. Okay, so Two of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower. Let's start with this. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse is this indication of imbalance. I feel as if you feel that things are very unfair. The way that things went down, like as if you were, and I do feel like it was. I feel as if the way that things happened here was very unfair. Because with this Tower, it's like, this Tower I feel like was a result of their behavior in some way. And I feel as if you feel that their behavior was very unfair because it was very imbalanced. It was very, the Two of Pentacles in reverse kind of represents, it's like similar to the Justice in reverse, but not quite. Like this energy in particular, because like what I feel like this is saying is like, I gave you everything, or I gave you so much, and like that's how you're going to treat me, or that's what you're going to do. Like it's this imbalance in effort and in reciprocation. But this Tower here, I feel like holds a really deep purpose for you in your life, in your spiritual path. Because this isn't, I don't know, there's something more to this Tower here. All right, Sagittarius' side of this connection. The Six of Wands with the Two of Wands in reverse. So you had a lot of hope for this. I feel like the Six of Wands can be this energy of, I finally found my person. Like this is it. Like this is, it's like this energy of excitement about what this is going to be. But then this Two of Wands in reverse is this indication that what you were desiring wasn't in alignment with your highest good for some reason. Now, because your highest good is to be loved fully and wholly in the way that you deserve, right? So if something is incapable of doing that, it's not going to be in alignment with your highest good. But I feel like there's more to it than that. So this Tower was a result of an imbalance of some sort. Like almost as if like there's this energy of like sacrifice in some way, like sacrificing, I don't know, your needs, your value, something for the sake of this person. But then, because relationships obviously take sacrifice, they take effort, right? But if it's one-sided, that's never fair. And I feel like there's this energy of you kind of giving so much to this, even like in terms of sacrifice, obviously because you were very excited about this potential, but then never getting that in return. Never getting that in return. Sagittarius' side of connection. Oh, okay. Oh. try to turn that around. Lovers in reverse, Sun in reverse, Hangman in reverse. Oh my gosh. You know, the Lovers in reverse is an indication that something doesn't align with your value. And something doesn't align with what it is that you're deserving of. But here's the problem. Our ego actually prefers the lack of love and success and abundance that we desire. It actually, it prefers that lack, and it's actually afraid of what we want. Because your ego wants to stay in places that are familiar. It wants to stay in places that it knows it can survive. That's your ego's primary goal, is survival. Your ego isn't to be demonized. We all have an ego. And your ego's primary purpose is to keep you alive. So it does that by trying to put you in situations that are familiar, but not necessarily that are like for your highest good. So there's a cycle here between you and this person. It's a hope tower cycle. Maybe this time will be different. Maybe things will, maybe this time they'll treat me better. Maybe this time. That's what I keep hearing. Like, maybe this time. But then it never amounts to what it is that you're looking for, to what it is that you're wanting. But you hold on to it out of the hopes that maybe one day it will, because you see what it could be. Holding on to the could be. What it could be, what it coulda, shouldas, right? And I feel like every single time, because the hope tower, it's like maybe this time will be different. Tower, here's the tower. Nope, it's not different this time. But then maybe things will be different. Nope, there's a tower. They do something, they say something, something happens, and it's not different. But it's interesting. You know, I really have learned that we kind of have to repeat cycles until we realize that it's never gonna work, that the cycle is never gonna work, right? But sometimes we don't even realize we're repeating cycles. Sometimes we don't realize that we're staying in places that aren't in alignment with our highest good because the idea that we have of the outcome might be what is in alignment with our highest good. So what I'm saying is like the love and connection that you're looking for, that you feel like could be the outcome of this connection, that is very much in alignment with your highest good. However, the path in which you're trying to get there hasn't been hasn't been in alignment with your highest good because it's required you to settle for less than what you deserve in the meantime. And when you settle for less than what you deserve, you always attract less than what you deserve. But I feel like it goes even deeper. Like, I feel like you and this person, like, this is like one of those, like, destined connections, destined soul connections. Not necessarily for romantic reasons, but for, like, spiritual awakening lesson type reasons. I don't know. This definitely runs deep though. Like, I'm having a hard time verbalizing everything that is coming through here. Okay. This person's energy towards Sagittarius, ignoring the pain with the Knight of Swords. This person's energy towards Sagittarius. More. I definitely feel like you and this person were supposed to meet in this lifetime for a pretty big purpose. This person's energy towards Sagittarius. That's so interesting. I knew we were going to see it on their side too. This Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's more to this than what I'm picking up on. Okay, I want to actually clarify this Two of Pentacles in reverse. Because this, remember, this was the first card we saw out on your side. It's like, well, hang on. Let me clarify this Two of Pentacles. It's like you're prioritizing them. You're prioritizing the connection. They're not. They're prioritizing, I feel like, ignoring the pain, not having to face themselves, running from this. Okay, yeah, there it is. The High Priestess, Three of Cups. They're prioritizing running from this. And nobody's prioritizing you here, Sagittarius. Not you, not them. You're prioritizing them, you're prioritizing the connection. They're also kind of prioritizing them. Not that, like, in a overly selfish way. Not in like we should always be our first priority in terms of making sure that our needs are being met, that we're loving ourselves, because if we're doing that, then we are going to be able to show up better for others. But it feels like the balance of this connection is completely thrown off. And that's the lesson. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get more. This person's energy towards Sagittarius. What does that's the lesson mean? This person's energy towards Sagittarius. So, yeah, it's like they're kind of prioritizing what can help them feel the safest, which is going to be keeping themselves closed off, like Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. So here you are. What the heck? Whether you're male or female, Queen of Wands, you could also be dealing with a fire sign, but then you have this Three of Pentacles. It's like there's something in the way on their side, something in the way, something keeping them from being able to prioritize this connection. Third party of sorts. That doesn't mean it's a person, okay? It could be a job. It could be, maybe it is a religion. I don't know. It could be addiction, mental health. There's so many things that can get in the way. There's something in the way here, something that's keeping them from being able to show up for this connection that consistently is leading to the Tower here. But it feels as if it's like I'm saying this like road, and there's just this giant like boulder in the middle of the road. And like the more that you try to move this boulder, the more you end up, it's like running your car into a brick wall, running yourself into a brick wall. It's like the more you get hurt. Because, and I feel as if the lesson, I mean, the lesson with that's the lesson is that you, first of all, you can't control what other people do, right? You can't control other people's decisions. You can't control other people's path. You can't shame people into changing, love people into changing, guilt people into changing. You can't change other people. Even if you know that how you're asking them to change would be better for them, you can't change other people. And the more that you try, the more you end up getting hurt. It's like you're constantly prioritizing, I don't know, like saving them or helping them or fixing them in some way. But in the process of doing that, you're getting hurt. It's kind of like, and I've mentioned this analogy in readings in the past. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a Sagittarius reading necessarily, but the concept of like, if someone is drowning, but they're like not trying to save themselves, and you go to try to save them, you're gonna start to drown too, because you can't hold both of you above water. You can only save, fix, or heal someone, help someone who's willing to do these things for themselves, right? You have this person ignoring the pain, running from themselves, not facing these things, prioritizing things that I don't feel are very good for them. And there's nothing you can do about that. Now, here's where I feel the problem rises, is I feel you see this person as like, if this is your reading, because again, I feel like this person has such a spiritual impact on you, so there's probably you probably have a really intense draw to them. And in your mind with this devil here, it's like you've created this attachment that if it's not them, that you're never going to be as happy as you could be with them. Which is why I feel like you've been willing to like come back to this so many times, is because you're like, well, maybe this time will be different. And if it could be different, it could be really good. But every time it doesn't get there, because of whatever the hell they've got going on, you end up drowning a little bit more. So, yeah. Remember, you're not here to save, fix, or heal anybody except for you. This person's energy towards Sagittarius. Interesting. 6 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Swords, and 5 of Cups. You know, I think that it's hard because I think in your mind you're like, it's this person's choice. They would have to make whatever decision they would need to make in order for this to work. Like, I don't know what that looks like specifically for like your connection, but it's like they would have to make the decision to show up for this, to try to move their boulder. It's like this person is the only person who has the ability to move that boulder out of the road so that you can get to where you're going, to where this could go. It's like it's in, I don't want to say like the ball is in their court, but that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like the ball is in their court for them to make the decision to make this work. And I do feel as if this person cares about you. I don't feel like they're a bad person. I feel like they are a self-saboteur. You know, this 5 of Cups, it feels like they constantly make decisions that disappoint them. It's interesting because I feel like they don't make decisions that align with what they want. They make decisions that align with like how to protect themselves, how to keep themselves safe. Now, remember what I said about our ego. Our ego prefers the lack of love and abundance and, you know, fulfillment that we're used to, right? It is afraid of the love, abundance, and fulfillment that we desire. So, and that can manifest in one of two ways in relationships. You can find yourself chasing it, and people who consistently don't provide it with you, for you, to you, which I feel like is what you're kind of dealing with. Or you're on the other side of the spectrum and you push it away and run from it from people who do provide it for you. And I feel like that's where, first of all, there's a mirror here. Okay, there's a mirror of deeper stuff going on. It's a little too specific, I feel like, than I can get in a general reading. But there is definitely a mirror. But on top of that, one of the things that I try to mention in my readings is the let them theory. We have to let people show us who they are. We have to let people do what they're going to do, make the decisions they're going to make, treat us the way they're going to treat us, whatever. Because that within itself is an answer. That within itself is the universe's sign that that person isn't capable of being what you deserve. It's never a sign that you can't have what you deserve. It's a sign that you're looking for in someone who at this time is not capable of giving it to you. And I feel like the spiritual impact of this is choosing and prioritizing yourself no matter how freaking hard it is. Because it's hard. It's hard when you feel such a draw and a pull to someone and when things, have the potential to be so good. But again, I just get this like round and around we go. It's like a merry-go-round. In between this connection you have It's Never Over with the Devil, I'm going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to look at the deeper purpose of the connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. As always, Sagittarius, thank you so much for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Sagittarius.